And but we have plenty to.
I have plenty of questions. Yes.
Plenty of questions to ask and to leave out as you please.
Oh yes, there is a ayat in the Quran. Indahu ilmu sa'ate. Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam has said, कुरान पाक से साबित होता है कि साथ से इस जगह मुराद यहूदियों की तबाही का ज़माना है. Could you kindly explain this?
That's right. Assaah, according to the Holy Quran, has been used in three different meanings. Number one, a great calamity that befalls the people as punishment or as a natural phenomena, but the calamity is widely applicable to a great part of the country or great people. So it becomes a very important singular fact of history. That is also called Assaah. The second meaning is that spiritual revolution of some great nature which has two characteristics. One, declaration of the death or annihilation of a people and coming into life of a new people. That is also called Assaah. The third connotation of the Holy Quran is this, that Assaah is the doomsday, when everything here will be destroyed and wiped out. A new beginning will be made. So in these three meanings, the Holy Quran speaks of Assaah. Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam could have referred to, if he has not made himself clear by giving reference, he may have done and you might have missed it. But if he has not mentioned which verse he has in mind, then I can imagine that he had the verse in mind which says, وَإِنَّهُ لَإِلْمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ, that Jesus Christ is a sign for Assaah. That means his coming foretold a great destruction of the Jewish people. A great calamity was to befall the Jewish people by rejecting him. So he might have inferred from this verse, which is in fact doubly applicable to his first coming as well as to second coming. The Muslim scholars generally believe that this verse is only applicable not in retrospect but in the future only. That is to say, they believe that Assaah only means the doomsday and nothing else. So according to their interpretation, Jesus Christ would reappear just before the doomsday, and he will do what he has to do, and when he's finished everything, then the doomsday would come. So they believe this, that this verse means a great calamity, but they mean the greatest of all calamities is Assaah and nothing shorter of that. But Ahmadis, as I have explained earlier many a time, support their view from the Holy Quran that Assaah also means, and this is the most important meaning of Assaah, a great spiritual revolution which declares the death of the earlier people and a new era of life. And in this sense, Assaah was used in the Holy Quran about Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his advent. So it says, اِقْتَرَبَتِ السَّاعَةُ وَانشَقَّ الْقَمَرُ. At the time of Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the great spiritual revelation has taken place. It's come close at hand. And the sign is that the moon has split into two. So that Assaah could only mean the coming of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the great spiritual revelation brought about by him. Otherwise, if you take it to be the doomsday, where is it? Rasul came and went, the moon got split into two and became a subject of debate itself, and yet the doomsday has not come. The Holy Quran could not be wrong. The only interpretation of Assaah here is that which is forwarded by the Ahmadiyyas.
Hazrat Muslim has further said that قرآن پاک سے ثابت ہوتا ہے کہ 7 سے اس جگہ مراد یہودیوں کا تباہی کا زمانہ ہے. کتابوں سے معلوم ہوتا ہے 6000 سال بعد قیامت قریب ہے. اب 6000 سال گزر چکے ہیں, قیامت تو قریب ہی ہوگی. اسی سے in the Holy Quran Allah said ilmu saat Allah knows when the saat will come. I mean
which saat? Doomsday.
Yes, sir.
Is Islam talking of the same saat or some different saat? All these issues have to be settled according to the context. After 6,000 years, the Assaah which is to take place is the Assaah of the great victory of Islam.
Yeah.
That already has started taking place. It's not a doomsday.
Thank you.
No, after Wasim.
Can I just wait for the camera to cue?
Or shall you also borrow the cap of Mr. Rashid? Yes. To put everything in order.
Yes. Hazur, about 2 years ago, I was listening to a radio program, and this was around the time of Christmas. And they had some school children there. And the host asked, various children why they, about Christmas, Santa Claus and Jesus Christ, and reasons for believing in God. And he asked a little girl, I think she was about 8 years, that why did she believe in God? And she said, I believe in God because I cannot see Him. And naturally, because I cannot see Him. And naturally, she asked her, if she can explain more. She said, see, I'm very particular about shapes and sizes and forms. And if I could see God, maybe it would not be to my liking, and I wouldn't believe in it. Do you think she had any substance?
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Do you think she had any substance in believing so?
What was your impression?
I thought it was good.
Good. That's enough. I mean, everybody has his own particular approach, and the beauty of the concept of Allah is that it has some point of interest for everybody. That is the only significant point here, that's all.